The airport was buzzing with energy, a chaotic symphony of rolling suitcases, flight announcements, and hurried conversations. In the center of it all, Keanu Reeves strode through the terminal, flanked by his bodyguards. He had just arrived in town for a film premiere, and as always, the world seemed eager for just a glimpse of him. A young man named Daniel stood among the crowd, gripping a well-worn copy of a John Wick poster. His hands trembled slightly. This wasn't just another celebrity sighting for him. Keanu had been his hero ever since he was a kid. His movies had helped him through difficult times, lonely nights, personal losses, and the struggles of growing up feeling invisible. He had always dreamed of meeting him, just for a second, just to say thank you. As Keanu walked past, Daniel seized the moment. He stepped forward, eyes wide with hope. "Keanu, can I—" Before he could finish, a bodyguard shoved him back with a firm hand. "Stay back," the man barked. Daniel stumbled, his poster slipping from his grasp and fluttering to the floor. Gasps rippled through the onlookers. A moment of silence stretched, thick with embarrassment and disappointment. Keanu stopped. The bodyguards froze as they realized he was no longer beside them. Keanu turned back, his gaze locking onto Daniel. There was no irritation, no frustration, only concern. He walked past his guards, past the invisible barrier of stardom, and crouched down to pick up the fallen poster. Gently dusting it off, he handed it back to Daniel, his eyes warm and kind. "Hey, man, I got it. You okay?" Daniel swallowed hard, nodding, unable to believe what was happening. The surrounding crowd had fallen silent, hanging on to every second of the interaction. Keanu smiled. "What's your name?" Daniel?" he stammered, feeling his heart hammer against his ribs. Keanu took the poster and pulled a Sharpie from his pocket. "Daniel, you want me to sign this?" Tears burned in Daniel's eyes as he nodded. "Yes. I just wanted to say thank you. Your movies, they helped me so much." Keanu paused, considering his words with a weight that proved he was listening. "That means a lot to me, Daniel. I'm really glad to hear that." He handed the signed poster back, and, in a move that stunned everyone, he opened his arms. "Can I give you a hug?" The crowd erupted in murmurs and gasps. Daniel didn't hesitate. He stepped forward, and Keanu embraced him like an old friend, patting his back reassuringly. In that moment, it wasn't a superstar hugging a fan. It was a human being reaching out to another. As they pulled away, Keanu glanced at his bodyguards and, with a small but firm shake of his head, sent them a silent message. Be better. Be kind. Daniel's hands still trembled, but now they held something more than just a signed poster. They held a memory that would never fade. As Keanu walked away, the crowd broke into cheers, not for the action star, but for the man behind the fame. That simple moment of kindness had turned an ordinary airport encounter into something extraordinary. And by the time the video of it hit the internet, it had already gone viral, because in a world that often feels cold and distant, Keanu Reeves had once again reminded everyone what true kindness looks like.